You know, rooting for your fave in the Big Brother Naija house can be kind of tasking. Because on one hand, they do things that make you go, that's my guy. And then on another hand, they make you go, Yousef, what did they do you? For BBNaija, I am Chuey, and what I'm about to do to you is give you the interview with Yousef. Yousef, shall we begin?
Okay. Let's go.
How you doing? I like how we're matching right now. Got a little black on black going on, black and white.
Yeah, same here.
I see you got a nice sense of style.
Thank you. This was actually from Yomi Casual.
Oh, from Yummy Casual. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I should casually ask him to hook me up with something. Yummy, if you're watching this.
Definitely. Yeah.
So,
I swear, I love it.
You're out of the house. You're excited. New level for you.
Sure.
Before we go to being out of the house, I'm gonna take you back to when you went into the house.
Okay.
How do you think your first couple of weeks went? From your first day to your first couple of weeks, how do you think that was for you? You know, even getting the call that you're gonna get.
Yeah, because at that first week, I was just settling to the new environment, because I've never been on TV before, so it was all new to me, And at the point, I thought the cameras would be hidden, but sometimes sometimes you feel like, okay, the world is watching you. Whatever you're doing, sometimes you should have this. You're thinking, oh, let me pick this cup really nice and really cool. Let me be like that. So you're pretty cautious at first, and what are you gonna do? The cameras are watching, your family's watching, everyone's watching. So I kind of felt in that first week, So I was pretty trying to just settle in and be comfortable with the cameras, to know that the cameras are not, to just be comfortable to a point where I don't even care if the cameras are watching or not. So in the first week, I've been trying to settle in.
So would you say you were nervous getting into the house?
Yeah, to be honest, it's pretty obvious that I was nervous. I mean, this is like the biggest opportunity of my life.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, my guy. I was trying to balance out a few things, but you got into the house and it felt like you were talking big game, but that thing about secondary school girls tripping for you, was that nervousness speaking?
Well, that was nervousness, because sometimes, even in conversations, I tend to skip a little bit. I tend to skip a lot. So it's just me running through some conversations. It's just nervousness.
You had social media going
What? Wow. At first beginning,
Yeah, but it's beautiful to see how you evolved and how you really got to settle in. It's a beautiful thing. Growth is a wonderful thing to watch. And from that nervousness to really settle into the house, how did you overcome that? How did you overcome that obstacle? What was your coping mechanism?
I think I was just being myself most of the times, trying to be honest with myself and honest with my feelings. I think whatever I see or whatever I feel, I just speak it out. So it got me more comfortable, and I try as much as possible not to think of the outside world, just to focus on the new environment, focus on my housemates. And I was just sitting back, pretty observant with my housemates. So I wouldn't say at first I connected with everyone, but I was pretty much observing everyone at the same time. So it got me comfortable with knowing how to have conversations with different characters in the house. So by then I pretty much was getting more comfortable in the house. Because sometimes, to be honest, I even feel more comfortable if I'm doing attacks or I'm doing an arena game, like
Yeah, because you don't
But
have to
when I'm
think.
back in the house, yeah,
You're
exactly,
not alone with your
exactly,
thoughts.
exactly. I just, yeah, yeah. So I had that moment. I had that moment. So sometimes, and then if I go to prayers, I just pray, man. I pray. Just keep going and
You
keep
know,
going.
and
Whatever
that's a
happens, just
question.
keep going.
I
Yeah.
was gonna ask that question down the line. How were you able
Wow.
to
Okay.
pray? Like, how were you able to tell what time it was to do your prayers? Since you
Well,
brought it up,
well, if you, yeah, yeah, true. Well, if you go to the garden, there's an open air, open space in the garden. So I just look up the sky, I just look up the sky and see how warm the sun is. If it's in the morning, the moment I wake up, I already know I have to do my 2 rakats in the morning. So when I do that, walk to the gym, and then when the sun is pretty much light and warm, so I know how to do my zuhur. And when it's going down, when the sun is going down, I know it's probably 4 a.m. Like, I'm very good in predicting time, to be honest with you. I'm a good predictor of time. And when it's usually after the tag, like usually arena games is 6 to 7, like in the evening. So I already know that it's immediately after the arena game, I'll do my maghrib. So I already know that. Then when I hear there's hot water available, that means it's 10 o'clock. And 10 o'clock you can actually do your isha from 8 to 12. You can do your isha from there. So that wasn't the problem. Like, when I hear hot water, I know I can do my isha at that moment. Yeah.
okay, okay, that's impressive. I mean, that's the one
Thank you.
question I saw a lot of
Yeah.
people. They were really curious to know um how that was. So you're observant about
Yeah.
time and stuff. Was there anything? Did you also
Yeah.
observe that? Do you also think that some of your fellow housemates had the same issue adjusting and not being conscious of the cameras?
I think I don't look at the cameras most times before I act, because
Because you said you had an issue with that, settling and being yourself. Do you
yeah,
think your other
at the
housemates had the
beginning.
same issue? Who did you see that you
Yes,
felt?
well, yeah, I think JMK had the same issue settling and looking at the camera. So I think at that moment I really understand JMK. So at that moment she had the same thing.
So just her. Nobody else you felt was too conscious of the.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, yeah. To be honest.
Hmm. So you said you were looking for one of the things you said you were looking for love getting into the house, yeah?
To be honest, yeah, I was so searching. At the beginning, I was so searching.
What was your love life like outside the house, before the house? Why inside, like just there? Of all the, did you
Like,
try dating apps? Did
well,
you?
I tried, because at some point I thought I wasn't even lucky in the relationship, because it starts well and it doesn't end well most of the time. So I haven't really gotten committed. I wouldn't say I was committed, but I felt like I was not lucky. So, and then coming to BBNaija House, like, this is where your dreams will be true, and this is where you can find a partner. And if you find a partner, you can actually coexist in that circle, and it will bring out more side of you that the people, because there are times where couples, there is a side of you that the female brings out the side of some, like they usually say, behind every successful man there's a woman. So there's this strength that a woman can give you. When she genuinely likes you, she pushes you all the time. So I was looking to couple up and head to the finals, to be honest. And
So
a true feeling, yeah.
what
True
other?
genuine relationship, though. Okay.
So you're telling me that love was the priority for getting into the house?
Well, it was part of the priorities, because
Was
it
number
was
one?
two missions. Because my mission was to definitely head to the finals and to find love.
Why didn't you apply for Ultimate Love?
Well, I see that. I guess it just happened. I guess just like this just
Okay,
happens,
so
man. Yeah.
Would you say you achieved your goal? Who caught your eye while in the house, and now you're out? You've had a breath of fresh air. Who caught your attention?
Yeah. Well, at the first beginning, yes, when I saw Nini. Nini caught my attention at the first beginning because she kind of looked like my first girlfriend. So, and then you know how what they say about true love. You know what they say about true love. They always have that touch in you every time. So when I saw someone like her, I kind of feel like, oh, this is someone that I might, fall in love with. So that was the first beginning when I entered the house.
Nini, but obviously we know that was a no-no. Who was it now? What was the progressions of love interest? And what happened when you didn't bag any babes? Like, is your game not tight? What's up?
Well, her personality, I think we didn't have that chemistry. Her personality was a little bit different with mine because Nini likes to play a lot. She likes to play a lot. She's always, because for me, I always it has to be both parties. Like it has to, you show yourself, I show myself, we have a really good understanding. But with Nini, I didn't have that chemistry with her. So, and my Saga was my guy because I like to work out a lot. And we had a really good connection with Saga at the beginning. Because I always tell him, man, he's a great guy at the beginning, and we love to work out. Like I love to work out, so I connected with Saga as well, and Saga really wanted her, but he wanted her so bad. So and then I was
so just being do that man. Bro.
I was just we're looking at my bro, man.
Yeah, but you also had other options, right? Sasuke.
Yeah. True.
Angel, Peace, Jackie B. I don't know. Sorry, Jackie B's taken. We have a thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was Sasuke. I genuinely told Sasuke because at some point I felt, Sasuke is interested in me, and I didn't want to make it obvious that it was because she showed a little bit of interest in me. So that was why I was coming through to show her that I like her. It wasn't like that. So I kind of took it very cool and very nice. I showed Sasuke, I strike jokes to Sasuke, but she was pretty defensive, and the vibe, we couldn't vibe, we couldn't have that vibe together, with Sasuke. And then when J. Paul came in, they looked really good together. I couldn't break that off, man, I couldn't. So and then, moving on, yeah.
I had a conversation with Sasuke, and I think it's safe to say you're lucky you didn't, you weren't in the other guy's shoes, because baby girl is not focused on boys right now. So I guess I'm lucky. So you got into the house looking for love. You didn't really find love per se. Was there anything else you encountered? Anything you picked up, like in terms of growth, learnings, while in the house, in your experience in there?
Yeah, definitely. Working with J. Paul during every task, sometimes you have to work with time in the house, and you have to create ideas to solve attacks and everything. You have to prepare, you have to rehearse. So I think that creativity side, that you have to execute a mission, at very short time, was what I learned. And being mentally, it made me stronger. The house made me stronger. And sometimes I'm a very sensitive person, but when I noticed, this is a game. So it made me stronger, emotionally. Emotionally, I am stronger because probably some things might have got to me and I might have reacted differently. But knowing that this is a game and this is you have to just play your way in the game. So it made me stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally, man. I learned a lot. And acting too, man. I was performing in some activities in the house. So I wasn't really a good actor, but coming to Big Brother, I learned one or two things about acting. And
you think you're a better actor
looking forward to even acting school, man.
Do you think you're a better actor now? How, on the scale of, 1 to Jamaica? Oh
Oh
no,
no,
multi
you
rap.
can. Maybe if I
What
go
skill
to
of multi
acting,
rap?
come again.
How good of an actor are you now?
Well, for now, I think I'll really need more skills. Like, but I think I'll probably say 6/10 now. But I'm looking forward to acting school. To be honest, that's what I think. But I don't know what other people think about my acting skills. Though, but I really want to do more. Just to be dynamic. Yeah.
I think self belief is the first important thing. You know,
Yeah.
first of all, you got to believe in yourself. Um,
That's true.
what about your career as a teacher? And you were living in
Yeah.
Jos. So what does that
Yeah.
look like for you? What does the future look like for you now?
Well, well, it looks like I'm going far, far outside Nigeria, and from the fans that I've been receiving, man, I believe that I can work with, I can work in the movies, like I can do movies. Considering my
No, no,
brother too
that's.
was in the movies, yeah, I feel
I'll
like I
rephrase the
will end.
question.
Yeah,
You live in Jos. You're a
yeah,
teacher. Are
yeah.
you still going to go back to your profession? Are you going to move out of Jos? Just
Oh,
tell me what's going on.
definitely, I really want to move out to just cause, but teaching is over for now. To be honest. I really want to move out to Jos and come to where movies is much really active, like the industry, come closer to the industry.
So
Here
you're gonna
in
move to
Lagos, yeah.
Asaba or
Uh,
where? Lagos?
I really
Yeah.
want to move to Lagos. Lagos.
Your eye don't open.
Big brother, don't shine my eye. Indoor open, as in, I've never been to Lagos. Like, I've never been to Lagos. I really don't know what Lagos like is like.
Wow, you've
I
never been
swear.
to
I've
Lagos.
never been to Lagos. So I really don't know what the life here is about. And coming here, I don't know, gotta shine my eye.
You're in trouble.
I
Like,
said,
please always have somebody with you all the time in Lagos.
yeah, yeah, actually,
Put them
I
on
have a man.
salary. You
Yeah.
have guys, put them on salary. Don't go out by yourself in
I
Lagos. It's a nice place.
before, like what I heard, like I've been giving Angel my abeg naira because I heard truth about why am I giving Angel my abeg naira. So I hope that won't that won't happen. I won't be on streets. They will not run me
I mean,
street
you
for
never
outside
know.
one.
I mean, it's part of the baptism. Everybody
Yeah,
at some point in time, they got run your streets. You know, that's
true,
so
true.
they take
That's,
initiative inside, but
yeah,
it depends on how bad it is. You have to make sure it's not that bad that you don't recover from.
e-
Um,
exactly,
that's cool.
exactly,
So what else? What else do
exactly.
you have in plans? In your
Well,
plans?
I've been talking with my manager, and we have this. We're kind of plotting an NGO, because it's something that I wasn't human. Like I was into pageants, and I've been into. I worked in an NGO before because during my just Carnival King, during my pageants back then in Jos, it was I worked with an NGO and we had one or two works to do. So I think this platform will even give me that better way to actually plot an NGO and agriculture
Okay,
too. Like
so an NGO, but what
yeah.
cause will you be taking on with this your NGO?
Well, we actually haven't said that. We actually haven't said that with my manager. I'm just discussing with my manager a few moments ago, and we really discussed that with him, and know where to
Well,
pick up
hopefully it's
from now.
something close to your heart. So
Definitely,
that's
yeah.
it really will shine through with
So that's true.
whichever cause you choose to pick up. You
That
know,
is very true. That is very true.
oh, man, thanks a lot, man. I wish you the very best of luck. Then we'll be looking out for you and your moves when you move to Lagos. When you
Oh,
have the housekeeping
definitely.
party, hit us up. We'll come through and
Oh,
help consume the rice and the small chops you have because I'm sure it might be a little bit too much. You might need the help. So we got
yeah,
you, man.
definitely. All right.
I
Thank
got
you,
you.
man. Thank you, man. You're. I don't know. I feel like you're a nice guy, but thank you, guy. Thank you. It was very nice chatting with you. To be honest.
It was very nice. man. And for everybody watching this, you know what to do. You know the drill to keep up with the man Yousef over here. His social media handles is on the screen. You might see him in your next Nollywood movie on Netflix, your next big skits. You should link up with me. He's pretty he's really into that type of stuff.
True. Appreciate it.
Follow me online. Not a problem, man. And remember, guys, you can follow BBNaija. Like this video, comment in the section below. Show some love to the man Yousef. And till the next interview, I go by the name of Chuey. Really, really, it's been a pleasure, Yousef. All right.
Thank you.
And you have.
Thank you so much.
A great time, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Love you. One love to all of y'all.
One love, Yousef.
That's all. One love.